and I have the honor of speaking to you today associated with SSAI. The question was really what inspired me to go to work for SSAI. The easiest way to say is that I was extremely fortunate because I was looking for a job, and the first job I sent an application to was SSAI to run the cybersecurity at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Agency. Was over at their facility in Suitland, which is where they do all their satellite downloads. That is the NOAA Satellite Operations Facility. I had the honor of working with a number of great people, one of whom is still with us, Keith Duffy, and I will be forever grateful for him being there because I had a very visible job as the security architect, which is a neat title, but I was responsible for a lot of the security aspects of the network and so forth, and all of the book work that's required in terms of the regulations and so forth, and proving that we were within what the government expects us to do. So it was a very interesting thing. And so it lasted, and I lasted with the full length the contract for about 3 years from in 2010 to 2013. So then I went off for a while and ended up with a different company. And that company worked with the people that I'd worked with before, that is ESDIS, the Earth Science and Data Information System Office project. And so I was very glad to get back to NASA. It was a lot less pressure than the NOAA job. And it also is what I really love to do, because the whole idea behind the Earth observing system is to provide wonderful and very diverse data that can help people, if you're interested in anything in terms of the Earth, how we've used it, how we've abused it. And the job was to relate that data, which scientists use and love, to something that everybody can use. So that was a great opportunity. And so I went from there and then to the SSI was sub to the company that won the next version of the contract. And so I was able to get back in using my same job. So because of that, I have about 13 years, I think 13 or 14 years of longevity within SSAI. And I was really glad to get back to SSAI because it's a great company. It's big enough where it can provide good stuff like benefits and yet small enough to still be concerned and interested in all of their people. I have never met a manager that doesn't really care about their people. And you can't see that about a lot of companies. So I've been extremely fortunate, because I really have been. And I really enjoy working with SSAI and with all the folks, and hope that will continue even when I retire.
Wow, that's absolutely awesome, Byron. I really appreciate you going into depth and sharing about your experiences, about what drew you to SSAI, and about the company's mission. I'm so glad to hear that, you love what you do, because that's definitely what's most important. And, you brought up the aspect of, the team culture. And I have to say, as an SSAI employee, that we're not only doing global work that's making such a huge impact, but there's a true family feel. So, and I like the fact that you can bond with your colleagues, you can bond with your managers, you can also bond with your executives too. So it definitely makes all the difference, and that connection is very important to have in order for a company to be successful. So I really appreciate you going into the analysis with that. My next question I wanted to ask you was what factors have contributed to your decision to stay at SSAI, and how does the company support your professional growth and development over the years you've been at SSAI?
Good question. The big thing is that I've enjoyed the camaraderie of the folks, because it helps to have people around you that also know what they're doing, and to keep going, especially when times are challenging. and without necessarily hitting the skids, but just enjoying the job. And because NASA is a great organization to work with. I dreamed about being in NASA since it was started in 1959. So that's how old I am.
I thought you were 35. So
oh, you're too kind. Whoa, thank you. Yeah, people were surprised that I basically until I was 60, and since then it's people have accepted it more and more. So. But SSAI it does its job in terms of getting additional contracts. They're very good about that, and working on new projects. We have a lot of contracts at Goddard, which helps a lot in terms of keeping that connection with NASA. And the number of people that are this year, for instance, in the Robert H. Goddard awards, there were a number of people of ours that were recognized, which is really a big deal. And so that should always be remembered, because it's not just the company, but it's the real energy comes from really dedicated people that I've also had the honor to work with. It's been a great go.
Wow, that's absolutely awesome, Byron. And just as a side note, I just wanted to congratulate you and your some of your team members who were recognized in receiving the Robert H. Goddard Awards. That is a huge honor. That's a significant achievement, and it's a testament to your hard work and working as a team. And we're really helping to advance the science, engineering, and IT aspects that we primarily focus on. And people are noticing. People are really making a difference.
Yep.
So I really appreciate you mentioning that. And just as a side note, when you mentioned that NASA first started their program, especially like with going to space, like in 1959, no offense, but I wasn't born until 37 years later. I was born in 96. So
yeah, well, I have a little age on you, shall we say? Yes, but yeah, it's been a good run though. Like I said, so I'm not complaining at all. So it all works out. So
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, you got to see like the journey like of NASA over, these last several years, which was absolutely incredible. And I'm sure you saw the first moon landing, which I'm sure your eyes were just glued to the TV.
Yes, that's an understatement. Yes, I was yes, that's hard to believe. It was 55 years ago. Anyway, yeah, because 2 weeks later, actually, I went to was on a trip with a bunch of other Civil Air Patrol cadets, and we were actually in the Netherlands when they came back. And so it was interesting because the Dutch, of course, had their language going, but we could hear the controllers, the ESCOM people, and the crew, what they were saying. We could understand the English. So, but it was interesting to watch it from a store window. So that's my trip. That was my trip for that summer, but not nearly as far as to the moon.
Well, I was going to say that's definitely, quite a trip too. So, that was just absolutely incredible. I'm glad to hear that you had that great experience. And, we've really come a long way with all the advancements that we've had. There's so many different space exploration opportunities and companies that are out there now. So, I definitely know that, JFK, our former president of the United States, would be very proud to see the great progress that we have made. So,
I'm sure.
So, absolutely. In relation to your work, it's definitely going to be inspiring to see the continued growth that is going to come, for many additional years, after that. So, I know that you are retiring at the end of this month. So again, I just wanted to congratulate you on your wonderful journey and all of the great work that you have done at SSAI. And Byron, I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy schedule to talk with me today and to do your employee spotlight. You are truly a rock star employee who is really making an impact and a difference globally. And everybody is going to be very fascinated by the continued great work that your team will continue to do. So I definitely wish you the best with your retirement. So does SSAI. There's going to be new adventures and new dreams that lie ahead. So please definitely keep us informed with what you're doing. And we're looking forward to continuing your great work.
Thank you so much.